With everyone looking like radio DJs these days, do you need that high-end equipment to sound good in your online meetings or your next video recording? Or do the other microphones available to you on your computer sound good enough? I thought I would give you a quick comparison to a handful of microphones I have here in this controlled environment, just so you could see how they compare side by side as I talk here in this video. Right now I'm using a professional microphone, a Shure SM7B, which is a very common and popular microphone in a lot of professional settings. And of course, it gives me a very nice, smooth sound, but it is very directional. I have to speak into this microphone for you to hear me. If I turn my head and speak this way, you can hear how my voice drops off pretty quickly. So it's what we call a directional microphone, and we do need to be speaking into it sound our best. But there are a lot of microphones on your computer. There's microphones built into your laptops, into your displays, into your webcam. So let's see how some of those microphones sound in this environment. First, we'll try the display audio built into the cinema display here in front of me. So this is the default microphone built into a cinema display, now some number of years old. And you can see it's a lot more live. It's picking up more sound in the room. It's picking up more echo, sound bouncing off the desk, not quite as controlled of a sound. And designed to be picking up voices no matter where they are around the monitor. So not quite as controlled, not terrible, but you can see how the quality's gone down a bit. Next, we're going to use the microphone built into my MacBook Pro, which is just off to my right here. So if I look to speak towards the MacBook Pro a little bit more directly, you can see how the MacBook Pro's microphones filter out the fan noise, which is great, but also have a similar sound to those built-in microphones in the cinema display. Now, a lot of people these days go for this option, the AirPods, which are great when you're on the go, if you're using it with your phone, and also great when you're at your desk because you have no wires to fiddle with, and they solve two problems. They allow you to hear what people are saying, and they provide the microphone for capturing your voice, which if you're using a professional microphone, you do have to find some way to hear the other side of the conversation, but we'll talk more about that in a minute. For now, here's how the sound of these AirPods compares to our built-in display microphones and our professional microphone we started with. For a long time, if you were on a meeting with me, this is the microphone I used, and it was a great solution. It not only helps provide captured, focused sound from my voice without capturing a lot of the echo of the room, it also allows me to hear the other end of the conversation without requiring separate headphones or some other way of listening, which I always love wired, guaranteed, no batteries kind of solutions. This is just a standard microphone headset you might plug into a cell phone with a small adapter to make it work via USB. And it's a great solution if you're not doing too many meetings. As I found, if you do too many meetings, it can wear out your elbow over time. And so it did make sense why we had those shoulder things to hold headsets back in the day. So now I get it. And now I think maybe I'm going to switch to something a little bit less painful for long days of meetings. Finally here, this is the microphone built into the Logitech Brio webcam. Not the camera we're using for this video, but right below the camera we're shooting with has a built-in microphone. So if you are using the Logitech Brio webcam, you can hear how it also picks up sound, a very live sound, a very bright sound, almost too much as dialed in for this recording here. But you could dial this in, tune it down, but clearly another microphone designed to pick up all the sound in the room, so something you'll have to dial in to make it sound great in your space. Obviously, the best sound and the sound dialed in for this recording is the professional microphone, but it does require me to find some way to listen to what's being said if I'm in an online meeting or having a two-way conversation. For my tastes, I prefer something discreet, no big headphones, no Bluetooth headphones, because I said I don't like batteries if I can avoid it. So I use a Shure earpiece, a Shure earphone. You can pick these up anywhere. These are pretty standard headphones. They pop right off of the cable, so you have the earphone piece, and they sell this cable separately, and if you get this, you can plug whatever Shure headphone you have onto it in your headphone. It allows you to wear the headphone on one side of your head while still leaving the other ear open to hear yourself, the conversation, which provides a very natural feel, like it's as if you were on the phone, which is great for being able to hear yourself and the conversation. So I hope these comparisons give you a clear sense of how the different microphone options available to you sound side by side, and I hope you make the choice that's best for your next meeting or recording.